Hello, my motor enthusiasts. Today, we've got a whirlwind of rumors surrounding the ever-controversial Fernando Alonso's future in Formula One. Amidst whispers connecting him to Red Bull Racing, and despite a reputation of stirring the pot, Alonso seems to have matured in recent seasons, particularly during his stint with Alpine alongside Esteban Ocon. After his surprising shift to Aston Martin following Sebastian Vettel's retirement, Alonso anticipated clinching a victory at the Monaco Grand Prix, only to have it snatched away by an erroneous tyre change call, leaving the trophy to Max Verstappen instead. Although Alonso's contract with Aston Martin is set until 2024, given Sergio Perez's recent blunder at the Mexican Grand Prix, the paddock's chattering about a potential switch between Perez and Alonso. Intriguingly, despite being ahead of Perez in podium finishes this season, Alonso's position seems far from secure. Even with fans dreaming of witnessing Alonso's last hurrah in a competitive car, the likelihood of Red Bull replacing Perez with Alonso seems slim, considering Daniel Ricciardo's resurgence. Aston Martin's hopes for a triumphant season have taken a hit due to McLaren's incredible comeback and a series of unsuccessful upgrades. Alonso admits facing a challenging time and focuses on learning and maximizing track time. Even so, Alonso's future hangs in the balance, but it appears he's likely to stay with Aston Martin for the time being. What a rollercoaster, wouldn't you say? Well now, wasn't that a wild ride through the Formula One paddock? I'm your host, Enzo, your companion in this high-speed world of Formula One, bringing you all the latest news and updates, right here on F1 Motor Fever podcast. Alongside me is the cool-headed, seasoned commentator, the one and only, William.
Hello, everyone. I'm thrilled to bring you my insights and opinions on the latest happenings in Formula One.
It's a pleasure to have you, William. To all our listeners out there, if you're a fan of our daily rundown, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Making sure you've got your notifications on means you won't miss out on any of our episodes. And hey, drop us a comment, share the podcast with your friends, family, your local mechanic, anyone who'll listen. Your support keeps our engines running here at F1 Motor Fever podcast.
Absolutely, Enzo. Your support truly means the world to us.
Now, let's get back to it. I mean, who saw this coming? Fernando Alonso linked with Red Bull? You won't believe the implications this could have. Stick around, you won't want to miss a thing. And as we always say here at F1 Motor Fever podcast, full throttle. I mean, what a turn of events, right? It's a bit like a topsy-turvy soap opera. Alonso, this man we've all loved to hate at some point in his career, turns on the charm just when we least expect it. He's even gone so far as to give his teammate, Ocon, a rather endearing nickname, our friend. Haha, can you believe it?
Ha, yes, quite the change from his days at McLaren when he brutally described their power unit as a GP2 engine. But hey, that's Formula One for you, full of surprises.
Indeed. And then, there's the shock move to Aston Martin. Alonso's gone from being disgruntled at Alpine to leading an F1 team alongside none other than Lance Stroll. I can't help but chuckle at the irony.
Ha, yes, and let's not forget that this is Stroll's 7th season at the pinnacle of motorsport. Yet, Alonso, a seasoned F1 driver, shows up and outperforms him in a car that's seen better days.
Ha, that's true. And then there's the heartbreak at Monaco. Alonso must have thought he had it in the bag. All it took was one tyre change, and it was Verstappen stealing the show.
Ha, indeed. It's like being all dressed up with nowhere to go. And despite the mishaps, Alonso still comes out best of the rest, behind Verstappen. You've got to give it to the man.
Ha, absolutely. The world of Formula One never ceases to amaze, does it? Now, Alonso's characterization as the potential old and nasty Fernando if given a chance at Red Bull does raise an eyebrow, doesn't it? You'd think this man's competitive spirit is relentless, but then he shows such tremendous composure. He's spoken about how age has given him wisdom, knowing his body better, training smarter, not harder. It's a fresh perspective, isn't it?
It certainly is. It's fascinating to see how Alonso has evolved through his journey in Formula One. The fact that he's considering extending his contract with Aston Martin beyond 2024 shows that he's not just about chasing titles but also about being part of a team and helping it grow.
Exactly. It's like he says, he likes being competitive, being fast, and he hates to lose. It's that spirit that's kept him going. However, it's not just about the winning, it's about the journey. Even with Aston Martin's recent slide in performance, Alonso seems to be taking it in stride, looking at it as a learning opportunity.
Indeed. It's an inspiring approach. And let's not forget, Aston Martin had a promising start to the season, with 5 podiums for Alonso in the first 6 races. The hiccup is unfortunate, but there's always a chance for recovery.
Too right. And Alonso is not one to back down. He's made it clear he's not thinking of retirement just yet. He believes in learning and growing. And that's the spirit that makes Formula One the thrilling sport it is.
Absolutely. It's drivers like Fernando Alonso that keep the sport exciting and unpredictable. And who knows, we might see another remarkable recovery. We certainly can't rule it out.
Alonso's reflections on his position certainly illustrate his humility, don't they? He acknowledges the prowess of the Ferraris, George Russell, and Lando Norris, almost conceding his position to them. But you can tell, he's not one to go down without a fight.
That he is not. He's always looking ahead, always considering what he can do next. It's that competitive spirit that makes him a formidable contender in any race.
And just imagine how thrilling it would be for the fans to see Fernando have one last roll of the dice in a car capable of winning titles. It seems unlikely, given Red Bull's situation with a resurgent Ricciardo waiting in the wings, but in the world of Formula One, you just never know.
Absolutely. It's one of the things that makes Formula One so captivating. The talent, the competitiveness, the ever-changing dynamics, it's a cocktail of thrilling sporting drama. And drivers like Fernando Alonso, they are the cherry on top. They keep us guessing, they keep us on the edge of our seats, race after race.
Now, William, what's the chatter in the cyber world about all this?
Let's take a gander. So, we have a main post from a user named Slowly, saying, quote, Hamilton back in shooting range to take second in championship from Perez, unquote.
Oh ho! That's got to stir the pot.
It certainly does. There's a fellow, second last Mohican, who's responded, quote, wonder what Perez will do if it happens. It's basically all he has left of this year, I'm second in the championship, unquote.
The pressure's building.
Yes, it is. Another user, LeBron James of Soccer, adds, quote, the ironic thing is this will be his best ever season on paper despite how bad he's been, unquote.
That's a fair point. What else have they said?
Another user, Joey D, chimes in on Perez, quote, he has had a car that has won every single race but won this year and the car has dominated quite a few races. He has arguably the greatest car of all time and can't get into Q3 a lot, unquote.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
Indeed. But the conversation takes an interesting turn when one user, Greedness, ponders whether a car's potential might be overlooked if both drivers underperform.
Oh, that's an intriguing thought.
And it gets better. A user named GameFart suggests that the pink Mercedes might fall into that category, but another user, Spartunius, argues that it's hard to tell given the unique design challenges.
Quite the debate we have going on there.
Absolutely. And to top it all off, we have a user, Jockey Rompa, suggesting that the pressure from Max and Daniel Ricciardo has dented Perez's confidence and form.
Blimey, it's a hot topic all right. Well, what a thrilling ride it's been, folks. We've had an exciting discussion today on the dynamics of Formula One, the ups and downs of our beloved drivers, and what lies ahead in the championship. We're ever so grateful to have you with us on this journey. Make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you won't miss a beat of this high-octane world of ours. And do share our podcast with your mates, whether it's on social media or over a pint down the local.
Absolutely, Enzo Watts. Couldn't have put it better myself. And remember, we're keeping you in the loop every single day. There's always more to explore in the world of Formula One. So keep your eyes peeled and ears open for our upcoming episodes. It's a fast-paced world and we're here to make sure you don't get left in the dust.
Thank you once again, ladies and gents, for joining us today. Your support means the world to us and we can't wait to bring you more insightful tidbits from the thrilling world of Formula One.
And before we sign off, let's leave you with our little mantra. Remember folks, pedal to the metal, keep your gaze on the road, our channel's content is pure gold. Till next time, cheerio.